Let's take a look at one of the most iconic guitar tones in rock history. Kurt Cobain of the band Nirvana. Nirvana was an American rock band formed in Aberdeen, Washington. The late 80s saw the band establish themselves as part of the Seattle grunge scene. Frontman and songwriter Kurt Cobain had a knack for fusing what some consider to be loud noise with pop sensibilities and melody. Kurt has gone on record stating he didn't care much for his gear, but let's be honest, this could be further from the truth. Kurt Cobain had a distinct guitar tone, and that guitar tone barely changed throughout the band's career. Let's take a quick listen to a guitar track that I've created as an example of the tone we are actually talking about today. Kurt Cobain, on record, told producers that he preferred gear he wanted to use in the studio when tracking. This to me means he considered it the key to Nirvana's sound. I'll post all settings that I've used today at the end of this video so you can try it out for yourself. The key to nailing that signature Nirvana sound comes from a single effects pedal, believe it or not. That pedal is that old orange Boss DS1 Distortion. The Boss DS1 has been in production since 1978. It was actually the first distortion pedal ever released from Boss. This pedal has since become a classic with notable players such as Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Doug Aldrich, Dave Navarro, and Chuck Schuldiner. The pedal I've used today is a Japanese vintage Boss DS1. This one dates all the way back to September 1985. Now, the reason I make it a point to say vintage is that Nirvana did keep a consistent tone through the late 80s. This tone stayed consistent all the way through to just before the recording of the final studio album In Utero. This means one thing. Kurt Cobain would have been using a vintage Boss DS1. This DS1 would have been made in the late 80s. So if you're looking to recreate the main Kurt Cobain tone, I can safely say you can get the reasonably priced modern release of the Boss DS1. They're cheap and they sound great. That's going to get you pretty close. However, if you want to nail that sound, start searching places like Reverb and eBay right now. I can vouch the vintage version of the DS1 is worth every cent. So as promised, here's the settings I used on the pedal in the video today.